my thoughts. I shut it down wherever power is stored. Being real is in the past, watching cowards get on. It ain't kill me, so it's making me stronger. And these bite-sized rappers now sense my...
What the hell's going on, people? This is Periodic, and you see the title of the video. This is a weird one, to say the least. We have some data mined information, some not necessarily leaked, but more of uncovered files in the Dokkan Battle JP system that are hinting towards two things. One, we have a little bit more information, or at least a little bit more speculation about, than the second. The first being equipment. So if we jump over to two different threads here on the Dokkan Battle subreddit, this one's by it's DOX, and it is brought to us by Thieving6. And in case you guys don't know, Thieving6 is like a data miner. He pretty much looks for leaks and stuff like that. Let's see if I can find any of... Yeah, so he was a part of the Unidokan patch, an English translation patch, which was pretty much a really cool like English translator for JP. He was posting active skill effects and animations, as you can see here. So just showing off all of this stuff back before it was released. So he was in the know, right? He was in the know of a lot of stuff beforehand. So this is brought to us by him. And if we take a look here, it says equipment item get attack, equipment item get defense, equipment item get display, and it kind of has it a little bit better here. So this is all right there, and it shows it, you know, as you can see here. But equipment item get display increase level, get display limitation element type, get empty square content patch, get grade, get HP, get icon path, get increased level, get in-game small icon path, get quantity max, get rarity, get selling exchange point, get skill name, get square content patch, get total level. And then we have a few other ones with equipped skill. So you have equipped skill slots, equipped item, get attack, all that stuff. And then at the bottom it says get card sticker decorations. Very interesting. And as you can see right here, it says equipment filter, and you could do by title, announce, attack, critical dodge, element attack, so that would be type advantage defense, special, probably super attack, healing, HP, dex, intelligence, strength, vitality. So this should be tech, intelligence, strength. This is probably physical, and this would be AGL. So just how they, you know, set up their 5 colors or whatever the case is. And then here are the assets themselves. So we're kind of just looking at different icons here. Got a few different icons, as you can see. A locked icon, which is interesting. Very, very interesting. And then this is the background for it. So curious, just like what is going on. If we take a look at some of the comments below, it seems to be something, we're not sure if it's like Legends. And that's what people are kind of thinking, is that maybe it's going to try to add some kind of complex system to a otherwise simple game. Now, Dokkan Battle is pretty simple. It does have quite a lot of things that you could do in the game, but besides that, it's a pretty simple game, right? So some people are pretty happy if they do have some kind of extra grind, but we're not really sure. And again, I kind of agree with Roxas for the win here. We're saying I'm not immediately going to discount this feature, just curious what they're going to do with it. Are they going to make it so you can just get like basic stat boosts, reduced transformation requirements, increased drop rates, and increased level SAs? That'll be fascinating. But are they going to make it so you have to like roll the perfect, you know, item like in Legends? That would be kind of annoying. And if we actually take a look here at the boy Redzy's website here, you can go down and go to DB Legends space, and that's legends.dbz.space, which is really, really cool. We can actually go to items here and then go to where is our equipment. here. And this is how the equipment works over on, yeah, let's actually go to Union. Well, no, we'll go to Gold. So this is how the equipment works over on Legends. So if we go to the first one here, right, you have this Gohan base strike defense 10 to 18%, base blast defense 10 to 18%, and then third one 2 to 6% to strike attack for each future battle member. And as you can see right here, you have a rank calculator and stuff, and these are all the characters that can use it, right? It can just be used by these people. So that would make it very interesting if they did it the same way, where it's like, hey, if you want to use this particular item, let's just say it's a sell item here, it's going to give you 10% attack, and it's going to give you 10% super attack bonus, and it's going to give you 10% defense, or whatever the case is. It can only be applied to these cells. That would be a new form of grind, right? It would be a new form of, hey, you got to get these items for this cell to make him completely optimal. I can definitely see them doing something like that. You know, if we have something like, okay, we have a new God Vegeta equipment, and it's going to make the crit chance, you know, additional 10% on top of his, you know, his 50-50 chance to crit, or whatever the case is, and it's only available to God Vegetas. That would be fascinating if they did something like that. And again, it would make it so the grind is a little bit longer to be able to make him 100% optimal. Another thing, you know, besides hidden potential, besides super attack, besides getting all his links correct and putting him on the appropriate team, you would also have to have the correct equipment. What I'm afraid of, though, is if they include it in summons. That would be really bad if they include it as a summonable thing. I don't think I would be a fan of that. You know, if it's something that, and this is Ray's RR77 saying it right here, it would be all right if it's not summonable equipment. Something to farm, I'm more than fine with that, you know. I already know if they make it summonable, they might monetize it as well. If not at first, somewhere down the line. Yeah, this is very true. Very true. So if it's farmable, I'm fine. If it's summonable, I'm not happy about it. That would be pretty bad. It'd be interesting too what T2RX6 is saying. If it's spots 5 and 6, and it's something farmable, then that actually could be pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like if that item is workable for a certain character on there, so you really want, so for example, if you have someone like AGL Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and there's an item that takes away his active skill restriction to transform, that would be worth having that 5th spot dedicated to just that equipment to eliminate that active skill requirements. That would be that transformation requirement. That would actually be super OP, but it would be something really, really hard to get, you know, or something that just has a terrible drop rate, or whatever the case is, you know what I mean? Like, or something that you just have to level up to turn it into the item that does it. So let's just say if you get the item, but you have to get 20 of the items to be able to fully activate it and turn it into the equipment that you can use, just so there's a little bit of a grind factor, you know what I mean? That would be pretty interesting. Now on the flip end, on the other end of it, to play devil's advocate, we do have a post here by Goku Black is not black, which is very true, saying enjoy Dokkan while you can, because gear will ruin the game forever. He's saying he's played 10 different gacha games. There's no good implementation of gear. Saying that the game would become an unbearable grind fest, meaning that you'll need hundreds of level clears to get the perfect roll for the stats. And considering how many units this game has, you have to do it many times for each one you like. And let's not forget, some gear might be locked to an event, so you won't. It won't be available at all times. And a second option is that the gear will be summonable. That's the worst case scenario, especially if they decide to go the route of adding gear to regular banners. This means you might end up pulling 7 pieces of crap gear while summoning for your precious Dokkan Fest units in a multi. This would be similar to Fate Grand Order, how they do right now. If you summon, you have the chance of getting a craft essence or characters. And a few other games do the same thing. Last case would be making them purchasable with Baba currency. This also isn't as ideal, as you'll need thousands to fully gear up your favorite units. Now, if it's grindable, I'm not mad at that. And if it's available in the Baba shop, I'm also not mad at that. You know, either one will be fine. It should not be summonable. If it's summonable, that will be very bad. And again, guys, this is probably going to show up during the 5-year anniversary for JP. Like, this is coming up very, very soon. As you can see, it's so fast that there's no comments yet, but it's going to be very, very soon coming up. You know what I mean? Like, we're right on the cusp of seeing this happen. So let me know what you guys think about this. Again, we don't really have that much information to go on. We just found out about this maybe a few hours ago, if that. And I'm very I don't know. I'm cautious. I'm cautious on this for now. We'll see in the coming days, coming weeks, what this is all about. Hopefully it makes the game better, not worse. But please let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to gently rub the subscribe button, gingerly rub that bell button, sensually kiss that like button. As always, this is Periodic. See y'all in the next video.